Two small spacecraft left Earth in 1977. They were supposed to explore the outer planets, then fade into silence. Instead, they rewrote the solar system, crossed into interstellar space, and became the farthest messengers humanity has ever sent. These are the Voyager discoveries that still feel impossible. In 1977, humanity launched two small machines into the dark. They were built to last 5 years. Almost half a century later, they are still alive, still speaking to Earth, and still drifting farther than any human-made object has ever gone. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 were not sent to one world. They were sent on a once-in-a-lifetime grand tour, using the gravity of planet after planet to fall outward through the solar system. A rare alignment made the journey possible. Miss it, and humanity would have waited nearly 2 centuries for another chance. Their first target was Jupiter, the giant world that looks calm from far away, but is actually a storm-wrapped monster. Voyager revealed clouds twisting in impossible patterns, lightning in alien skies, and a great red spot so enormous that Earth itself could vanish inside it. Then came Io. Before Voyager, most scientists expected Jupiter's moon to be cold and quiet. Instead, Voyager saw active volcanoes blasting material into space. It was the first time humanity had ever found erupting volcanoes on another world. A dead-looking moon was violently alive. Nearby, Europa looked completely different. Smooth, bright, cracked, almost without craters. Voyager's images hinted that beneath its icy shell, something deeper might exist. Today, Europa is one of the most important places in the search for alien oceans and maybe alien life. At Saturn, Voyager found a world more delicate and more violent than anyone expected. Its rings were not simple bands, but thousands of thin structures, braided, twisted, sharpened by invisible gravitational forces. The most beautiful object in the solar system turned out to be a machine of hidden complexity. Voyager also flew past Titan, Saturn's largest moon, and found it wrapped in a thick orange atmosphere. Beneath that haze was a mystery no camera could fully see. A moon with air, chemistry, and weather orbiting far from the sun suddenly became one of the strangest worlds we knew. Voyager 2 kept going where Voyager 1 did not. Years later, it reached Uranus, a planet tipped almost completely on its side. And there it found something even stranger, a magnetic field badly tilted and pushed away from the planet's center, as if Uranus itself had been built wrong. Then in 1989, Voyager 2 reached Neptune, the final giant. Scientists expected a cold, quiet blue planet. Instead, Voyager found the fastest winds in the solar system, storms larger than Earth, and a dark spot racing across the face of a world 30 times farther from the sun than we are. Around Neptune, Voyager saw Triton, a frozen moon moving backward around its planet. And on that distant ice world, it found dark geysers erupting into the thin atmosphere. Even at the edge of the solar system, under a weak and distant sun, worlds were still active. After Neptune, there were no more planets to visit. But the Voyagers did not stop. They kept falling outward through the outer darkness, toward the invisible border where the sun's influence finally begins to fade. That border is called the heliopause. It is not a wall, but a vast frontier where the solar wind loses its power and interstellar space begins. Voyager 1 crossed it in 2012. Voyager 2 followed in 2018. For the first time, humanity had touched the space between the stars. And still the spacecraft speak. Their signals are unimaginably weak by the time they reach Earth, fainter than a whisper crossing an ocean of billions of kilometers. Yet we still listen, and every message takes many hours to arrive. Each Voyager also carries a golden record, a message from Earth pressed into metal. It holds music, greetings, sounds, and images of our world, not because we expect anyone to find it soon, but because someday, somewhere, something might. Long after their instruments fall silent, long after their power fades, the Voyagers will keep moving. They will drift through the galaxy for millions of years, tiny dark messengers from a blue planet that once reached into the night and said, "We were here." The Voyagers are old now. Their power is fading, their instruments are slowly going quiet, and one day their last signal will reach Earth. But the spacecraft themselves will continue, silent and alone, carrying a memory of our world into the dark between the stars. Subscribe to Aphelion for more quiet impossibilities, and until next time, keep looking up.